Hello there. It's your resident weatherman, Nicky V, reporting live from the driveway here in Ware with important information for you. There is a storm on the way. They call this puppy a nor'easter. And not only is it a nor'easter, all right? It's a wobbly nor'easter. Yes, it's wobbly. Do you understand me? It is a wobbly nor'easter. In other words, they're professional meteorologists. The people with all the computer models have absolutely no idea what's going to go on. There could be this much snow. Or they could be like Shaquille O'Neal height snow. Somewhere in between. Now listen, you know what you need to do. Bread, milk. Foregone conclusion that you need to have a meeting with your Savior, bread and milk. Because what's going to happen at this moment, as you go out and panic and you start thinking about how you probably should have got those things over the weekend, and you didn't. No. You sat there and you waited around. The clocks changed. You complained about it. Maybe you gave a little bit of thought to your March Madness stuff. Okay? Made you a little, getting ready for all the stuff there for the basketball. Old Nicky V doesn't do that. I went to school at the birthplace of basketball, but I could kind of, take it or leave it here or there, okay? But anyway, listen. I want to send a special message out there to a fellow. This goes out to the St. Croix. Out to St. Croix, not to the entire island, but to my buddy Z. Zimmy Z. He's out there in St. Croix right now and enjoying himself some tropical weather. Now, I hope he, doesn't get eaten by a shark or something because it could be bad. He was teasing me about the weather coming in as if I, your resident weatherman, was going to be upset about this storm. The only reason I'm going to be upset is when this thing doesn't pan out. Okay, and that'll probably happen. You've already had the weather people on there. Oh, well, it could do this. It might not hit the ground. Well, it all depends on the elevation. Tell them what they want. This is going to be a very long snow event. Folks, they have no idea. They have absolutely no idea. Many years ago, my hero, John Quill, you remember John Quill with the grease pencils. Oh, my goodness. Him and Paul Sutton. And even Aqua Bavacqua, all of them. Okay, they were like rock stars to me. I didn't get out much. Okay, and basically, old Quill Pen himself, he used to know what was going on. He had that Proven Mountain look. He'd look down, there's going to be a storm today. Nowadays, we got all these storm models, predictions, and at this moment, you don't know. Now, there's a couple ways you can tell. Basically, the animals are going to start panicking. They're going to start flying around and such. And it's really interesting. Now, my students were panicking today. They were trying to figure out if this was going to be a big storm or a small storm. And I don't know. I just went by the Ware Walmart. Yeah, took a little ride by. I was going to broadcast live from there and interview people, but frankly, I wasn't feeling that ambitious, so I didn't do it. So I'm in the driveway instead. But listen, you have got to think about this real quickly. You need to have supplies. Now, listen, old Nicky V here, I have to hold down the fort. And I got to check on the dog and such and make sure the trains are okay. So I was on the phone with Central Command asking about, if we needed anything in the house. And, the commander-in-chief said, well, no, you can put me in the video because I'm going to be one of those people going to the grocery store later. So Mrs. V is going to be going out to the grocery store probably a little later to get some supplies. So maybe there'll be a part 2 once the snow starts to fly. But listen to me. I mean, this could close the entire Commonwealth of Massachusetts down. 351 cities and towns panic throughout. Now, listen, if you're up there in Goshen, okay, if you're up there in Williamstown, If you're in Williamsburg, not Colonial Williamsburg, mind you. Yeah, the Williamsburg in Massachusetts. If you're out in Florida or Peru, this could be a storm to end all storms. If you're in North Adams, it could be bad. Could be bad, okay? This could be an awful thing. Now, here and where, I don't know. We're kind of on that bubble right there. People are going to complain no matter what. They're going to say, oh, well, you know, it could have been a lot worse, yeah. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been really bad. Who knows? You don't know, I don't know, but I know I got coffee on hand, okay? The dog is going to be ready. He is prepared. Old Dr. Homer, he's ready. We got gas. Some workable shovels. So that's going to be important. And it does appear as if the toilet paper situation is fine. And we are now today around the 3rd anniversary of the time that you folks were all out there panicking and buying toilet paper. Yeah, you remember. You remember. Toilet paper Mageddon. Well, now Snowmageddon's coming. You throw them in the blender and you've got yourself a good old time right there. So I need you to do, you go out there, you panic a little bit, you get a little worked up, okay, complain about it. And if you're one of those real prognosticators, just admit you have no idea. You have all the models. You're begging forgiveness before the event, which tells me you don't actually know. Yeah, you don't actually know. But anyway, your resident weatherman, Nicky V, taking care of you right now with information. Okay, and then don't forget. I almost forgot. Almost St. Patrick's Day. Listen, be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Because snow like this, leprechauns could be up to all kinds of tricks. Oh my goodness. Okay, you thought trampolines at the Celtics game? Folks, that's the tip of the iceberg. This could get dangerous. And you get the leprechauns on sleds, the whole 9 yards. It's going to be a time that I don't even think any of you are ready for. So you get ready for that. Be very prepared. Be very nervous. But keep the faith. Because we're New Englanders. We're ready for this. We really are. Yeah. We're going to make it through all the time. Well, it's your resident weatherman, Nicky V, signing off from the driveway. This little March 13th, little trickery as the water comes down. Who knows? The shadow knows. So does Nicky V. It's either going to snow or it's not. Life goes on. C'est la vie. Enjoy. Bye-bye.